So in this, I'm going to talk about the React Performance Mastery. In this advanced playbook from manual memorization to the React 19c compiler. What is the core problem? The re-render blast radius. React is a fast but cascading re-render skills performance. Default behavior: when a parent state props or context changes, all of it is general re-render. The goal is to controlling this cascade is the essence of front-end architecture. So you have parent component, static change, child component A, child component B, and a child component C. Then you have a grandchild A1, grandchild A2, grandchild B1, grandchild B2, grandchild C, and grandchild C2. So what is the memoization matrix? Legacy react.memo, use callback, use memo. Target is a component, target is a function, reference target is a computed value. Mechanism is cache render output, mechanism stabilize memory identity across render, mechanism cache heavy calculation rule. Used to seal child component receiving static props from parent re-render rule. Used for inline function passed as the props to prevent breaking react.memo rule. Use only for expensive operation, example sorting 10,000 warning. Do not eagerly optimize memoization requires memory and computation only apply when measuring actual lag. The compiler automates memoization behind the scene. It stabilizes function reference and cache outputs automatically, eliminating dependencies, array bugs. Before React 19, manual boilerplate use memo. With React compiler, constant total is equal to amounted to auto memoized. Rule: the anti-pattern. Values computed from existing state or props should never be stored in a new state. In fact, storing the derived states forces complex syncing and trigger unnecessary double re-renders. So you have a prompt change, you have a use effect trans, you have a set total amount, double render cycle, you have a prop change calculated on the fly during a render phase, constant total is equal to calculate. Controlling time, denounce versus throttle, denounce, search APIs, delay execution until the action stops. Rapid keystroke, 500 millisecond wait, API call execute, throttle. Scroll sorry, forces execution at a strict maximum frequency. DOM update, continuous scroll, DOM update. Architectural optimization, context splitting. A single large context forces every customer to re-render. Split highly volatile state from static state. The God context, app, header, sidebar, use avatar, theme toggle, global re-render cascade. Split context, app, theme provider, sidebar, theme toggle, user, provider, header, user avatar. Isolated re-render optimize, no re-render optimize. Architecture optimization, component essentially push a state down to the smallest possible component or isolate static children to protect them from parent render cycle. Dashboard receives new stats, revenue, user card, visitor, render boundary, react.memo or children prompt. Bundle optimization, lazy loading and suspense. Drastically reduce time to interactive by dynamically importing known critical or hidden component. Initial load, small bundle payload, user interaction, so heavy chart, network and render. Suspense fallback, react.lazy fetches chunk, heavy chart injected. Heavy UI control virtualization replaces off-screen items with empty space. Only render what the user can actively see. Physical screen, viewport window, buffer, to buffer, memory, DOM, inspect, dev row 01, DOM, nodes in memory to not 10,000. Concurrent rendering priority, use transition, control the state update function, use default value, controls the value, both separate urgent versus non-urgent UI update, fast lane, urgent priority, user typing in input, full slow lane, default or pending priority, heavy array filtering, 10k items. The stable key imperative rule, never use array index as a key for dynamic list. Unstable keys break memoization and force expensive DOM destruction. Bad is equal to key is equal to index 0, 1, 2, 3 deleted. DOM node destroyed and recreated, DOM node destroyed and recreated, shifting index cause full re-rendering. Good. Key is equal to item.id deleted, clean removal, DOM preserve, stable IDs maintains DOM association. The diagnostic toolkit and the final protocol, React DevTools, use the profiler tab to measure actual render times before writing any optimization code. React skin visually detect unnecessary renders in a real-time, locate the specific source of the render cascade. The golden rule, do not optimize what is already fast. Eager optimization introduces more bugs than it prevents. Measure first, apply. Structural fixes, isolation, derived state, apply. Memorization of concrete only when data proves a bottleneck.